Good morning. I'm going to give you what our costs were for the month in Pula. I'm going to go from the most expensive to the less expensive, and then what the total is for the 28 days that we stayed there. And our most expensive cost was our accommodation. Now, our last night we did check into Pula Old Town, about 200 metres from the arena. So effectively, we did double pay for one night's accommodation. Hi guys, we've just booked in here for the night. I'll just give you a tour. So this is the bedroom. Quite lovely. Nice big king bed. This is the lounge. Coffee table. Big telly. The kitchen. The fridge is behind the door. You can't actually see it. And we have water views out here. And we're right near the arena. Just come downstairs and there's a pool where we're staying. Saying that, I think it'll be a bit cold at the moment. And little garden area. Gary said there's a fish pond. There's two, there's a little fish pond. It's like a little terrace area. I'm too short to see the water, but water's straight out there. So our accommodation was €744.10, which converts to $1,230.97 Australian dollars. Now I did convert the Australian dollars at the time that we paid things because the exchange rate has changed since then. I have to keep looking at my laptop because I can't remember off the top of my head. So, okay, the second most expensive was our food and drinks total, which I've broken up into 4 subcategories of restaurant, pubs, takeout, and cafes. So our restaurant bill for the month was €406.60, which was $671.04. Then we had pubs, which meant you go and maybe have a snack, a couple of beers or a couple of wines, and that was €146.06, which was $241.16 AU. And then there was takeout. We had some kebabs and hamburger, I think it was, and that was €46.60, which was $77.05 Australian. And then we had some coffee, which was €15.50, which was $25.60. So the total for our food and drinks for the month of Feb was €614.76, which was $1,014.85. So next we had our shopping total. Now, on groceries for the month, we did actually cook at home around 4 nights a week, 4 to 5 depending, and so our groceries were €332.56, which was $550.26. I thought that was pretty good. We bought meat and fresh veggies and pasta and cheese and ham, bread, so quite a good variety. Then I bought some little hand towels, which were €1.49 But anyway, $2.45 in Australian. I put them in separately. And then I did have some pharmacy costs because unfortunately I was crook for a few weeks, so I did have to buy some medication. So that was €32.82, which was $54.27 Australian. So our total for our shopping was €366.87, which is $606.98 Australian. So our next cost was our transport. Now, we had a long distance bus, which was the bus from Zagreb to Pula. Now, that was €29.60, which was $49.02. Now, because we're both over 57, we do get the seniors, or I think it's over 58, no, I'm 58, so we get the seniors cost. And then we had public transport, which was buses, because we were out of town. Once we figured out the buses on the second week, after the second week, it was a lot better. We'd spent €66 anyway on the buses and $108.95 Australian, because each time we went into Pula, that was €4 for both of us. So we were spending nearly €10 just to go in on the bus and come home. And the first 2 weeks we did use taxi because we weren't sure where to get the bus back and we didn't want to get stranded, and there wasn't a lot of buses. So with our groceries, we ended up just getting a bulk taxi. Now, we did spend €100 on that, which was $165.32 Australian. So our total transport cost for February was €195.60, which was $323.29 Australian. So Gary decided he wanted to buy a couple of shirts and a jacket. So we did spend on clothing. I bought one t-shirt, which was only €5.99. So our total for clothing was 37.93 cents euro, and which was $62.30 Australian. So we thought that's pretty cheap. And I guess because February was the end of winter, it was probably their end of season sales. So yeah, that was pretty good. Now, as far as leisure entertainment, we only got to go to the Pula Arena, which was €10 each entry fee, which was a total of €20 now, which was $33.19 Australian. I thought that was really good. I did want to go to the Olive Oil Museum, but unfortunately it was shut and only opened the day that we were leaving. So because it was off season, we did know that, but anyway, couldn't be helped. We did buy some SIM cards for Croatia while we were in Pula. Now, that was $19.90 for the 2 SIM cards, which will last for 30 days. And I think we get like 90 gig data as well as, but we can only phone locally. Now, that was $32.76 Australian. And then I did have 50 cents because we had to use the public toilet, which is 83 cents Australian. So luckily it was only once there. So our total cost for a month in Pula was €1,999.66, which equates to $3,305.17 Australian. So I think that's pretty good.